Hey guys, before I get into my topic for today, I would like to once again address some things with the clients I don't accept. I've gave you all an example just because there's been so many people like this reaching out, and it's not a problem that they reach out once. The issue that I have is that they keep reaching out. I say no, i I don't want to work with you. As you can see in the screenshot, I always tell them clear, I don't want to work with you, no way, goodbye. And then, after a while, they will reach out again. And some of them have reached out to me like 5 times or something. And every time the answer is the same, or I either just ignore it. Um, that I basically do not work with people like this. And I don't know. I guess that some of them probably do listen to these audios, maybe. And if someone is, please stop. Like, please stop. Respect my decisions. And, just by reaching out after a while again does not mean that I've changed my mind. I'll never change my mind. If once you told me that you want your ex to be your slave, and this person wrote, I want my ex to literally be my slave. Okay, that's so messed up. That's so messed up, and I will never ever work with you. I don't care if you tell me, oh, I've changed, because no, no, just no. I don't want to work with people like that. And, you know, I'm sure that scammers will love working with you because they don't have a problem with that. They're even gonna tell you, oh yes, we can make your ex your slave, in 3 days. So go ahead and get scammed. I'm not even sorry if people like this get scammed, because just wanting someone to be their literal slave is awful, as I'm sure all of you know. So yeah, the issue is that the same people keep reaching out again, thinking that they're gonna persuade me into working with them. You will not. I actually have morals. I don't care about your money, and I don't do things that are impossible as well. I don't promise impossible things. So making people slaves is not possible. But go ahead and get scammed, because scammers will be super happy to take your money. I don't want your money. I don't want to have to deal with the energy of a bad person like yourself. I don't want money from a bad person like you. And I don't want to scam anyone, not even bad people. So please just don't message me with those type of messages and wishes. I'm the wrong witch for you. Okay, let's put it that way. Just like I'm the wrong witch, and that's it. Find yourself the right scammer. Bye. Okay, so the topic today is a bit about situationships and why we tend to stay in them, why we tend to get attached to a situationship when we know that it's leading to nowhere and that the person has no interest in being in something more serious, and we do, but we are not leaving, and we're trying to persuade the person to start a relationship with us. What's that about? What's the issue there? Okay. So, yeah, sure, we fell in love, we got attached, but what's behind all of that? So, of course, the answer is a low vibration, plus, of course, low vibration, it's connected, low self esteem and low self worth. So again, we think that we have to earn love. So we're gonna chase this situationship. We are gonna chase this person. We're gonna try to persuade this person. We're gonna try to prove to this person that we are worthy of a relationship, that we are worthy of love, that we are worthy to be their partner and all of that stuff, because we actually don't think we are. So we think we need to prove that we are because we don't think we are, right? And we have a problem with saying no when something doesn't, when something isn't the way we want it to be. So, we got into this situationship with like high hopes of it becoming a committed relationship. I'm sure all of us have. And I'm saying this plural just because I don't want to be like you have or someone else has. We all tend to, it probably happens to most of us, right? Sometime in our lives, or it can happen. So we're all human. We're just gonna say we. So we had the best intentions. So we definitely wanted a commitment. And then when we saw we are not getting one, and this person even clearly said, "Look, I don't want to get in a relationship with you," or I don't know, I'm emotionally unavailable, or I don't know, I'm in another relationship, or whatever. I can't again cover all the possible scenarios here, but anyways, we knew how they felt, right? And then, if we were coming from this healthy attachment, and if we were coming from this high self-worth, we would, of course, be devastated because we fell in love and we had the best intentions and we wanted this to work. But our self respect would be our number one priority, and, our mental health. And we would be like, oh, that's too bad. Okay, I don't want to do this like that. If we're not gonna commit, I don't want to be in this. Goodbye. And that would be it. We would end it. We would end it. But since we are not in a healthy place, right? We are not in a high vibration, and we are insecure, we don't have self worth, and we do not have self respect, and we really just don't want to be abandoned. So our abandonment wound is triggered. We can't leave. And even though it's super bad for our mental health to stay, we will rather stay and try to beg and persuade and manipulate this person and do everything we can just to get what we want, just to prove to them and to us that we are worthy. Do you see the issue here? So this is the difference between a high vibrational person and a low vibrational person. So a high vibrational person will also, have bad experiences. It just because you're in a high vibration, you're healthy. It does not mean that you're gonna attract only, commitment or great people. Absolutely not. Of course, being in a high vibration does mean that a lot more good things will be attracted to you, but it doesn't mean that your life is going to be super easy and nothing bad's ever going to happen. So basically, with high and low vibration, the biggest difference is the way we react to those situations, to those bad situations or bad people. So a high vibrational person knows their worth and can just say goodbye, even though it hurts. Of course, being in high vibration does not mean that you will not care at all, that you will not get attached to potentially a bad person, or that you will not get caught in a situationship. It does not mean that, because you can't know always from the start. But when a high vibrational person will see what's going on, it will, do the healthiest thing for them and leave. And even though, that person is going to be bumped for a while as well, because, that person's going to be hurt too. It doesn't mean that you will not get hurt and you will be like, oh, I don't give a fuck, goodbye. So, excuse my language, please. Sorry. I'm sorry. We shouldn't use words like this, but I'm just a human being as well. So I make mistakes with my language. Anyways, high vibrational person will leave, even if it hurts, because they know this is the best thing for them, the best thing for their mental health, the best thing for their future. Because if they stayed, it would only hurt even more and more and more, and their self-worth and self-esteem would suffer a lot. And the low vibrational person can't leave, because the low vibrational person wants to prove their worth. So they're going to try to chase this person, and they're going to try to get what they want, because they can't, they can't stand to be abandoned, number one, because they're triggered, and number two, because they don't have the self-worth and the validation, so they need it from this person, they crave it from others. So that's why this person will not say goodbye. This person will also see, okay, this is a situationship, it's not going anywhere, it's clear that this person does not want a relationship with me, at least, it doesn't mean at all, but not with me, and doesn't find me good enough. And this will trigger this low vibrational person, because they want to be felt good enough, they want to be accepted, they have this high need to be accepted. And this is because sometime in their childhood they were not, so now they really have this big urge to chase people like that, because they don't validate themselves, and they need the validation from others, especially from those that are not giving the validation to them, because they're not giving the validation to themselves either. So that's the main reason why we tend to stay in situationships, why we tend to break our own hearts, why we tend to hurt ourselves, and then later we only have more trauma and more issues when the situationships end badly, because they pretty much always do, right? So that's the main reason, because we were just in low vibration, and we could not say no goodbye, because we did not find ourselves worthy enough by ourselves, and we couldn't validate ourselves to be able to just leave this unhealthy environment, this toxic environment, and we stayed therefore. So I kind of hope this is making sense, and it kind of explains the difference between being in a high vibration and a low vibration, and how it's connected to self-worth and self-respect.